I was thinking back when I was a kid and the great lessons that I learned, and I remembered one that I learned when I was 11 or 12 years old. So my dad came home with a 3-month-old Irish setter puppy, and it was the cutest dog you could ever imagine. And shortly thereafter, we were in the field behind the house. I grew up on a farm, and we were playing, and she locked up in a point. And by a point, I mean she raised the foot, and her tail was straight, and her eyes were unblinking, and it was the most beautiful thing I think I had ever seen. I hunted birds, but I didn't have a bird dog, and I thought to myself, gosh, could this be the bird dog I'd always wanted? And so I ran to the library. We didn't have the internet back then. This was in the mid-70s. And I got a book on training a bird dog. And I saw the vision of what was possible. And then I got the education. And so I read that book cover to cover. But the best thing that I did is every day until pheasant season, which was 6 months away, I worked with that dog 15 minutes a day. So I implemented that education. And by the time pheasant season rolled around, I was pretty happy with my progress. We jumped into a field opening morning, and we happened to be there with a few other guys with a few professionally trained dogs. And mine was just a pup, just 9 months old. By the time we got across this massive field, it was about 20 minutes later, and the owner of the other dogs walked over to me and said, "I'll give you $500 for that dog." My dog had run circles around those dogs, put up every single bird, and she was just amazing. It was beautiful. I was so proud. Of course, I turned down the $500. It was a lot of money back then. But what was really, really, really priceless is the next 6 years that I had hunting behind that wonderful dog. Most joyful time in my life. It was just truly an incredible experience. But the best gift I got out of that whole experience is when I evaluated what happened, as it made such a big impact on me, I realized that I was able to see and create a vision. When that dog locked up on that butterfly, my thought was, do I have a bird dog on my hands? And then I went to the library and I got the education. So I had a vision and I got the education to get me where I wanted to go. And then the final part was implementation. I worked with her every single day, because you have to implement. So every day we need to work on our businesses. We are in people development and business development. So every day block time to work on your business, and that will be the priceless value that you get out of experiences like this. So wherever you're at, please scroll down and leave a comment. I'm Paul Wheeler with Servant Heart Selling. And remember, let's go put the service back in selling this week.